cinnamon. Hi, this is Lucy Piper. Question today is, can we eat gluten-free bread, what we can buy in a store? So, and my answer is no. If you follow me, you already know my mantra, right? If it's any processed food, we don't eat it. And actually, honestly, if the one things you start to heal in your process is the number one will be, it is a remove all your processed food, means everything processed. And actually, when I start to healing myself 7.5 years ago, then I could not find actually what is removed. It wasn't much information what you have right now. And I did not know what is the gluten is, why we talk about, what we want to remove 7.5 years ago. But what I did, I just went back to my roots, my Russian roots. That's the whole food. That's what actually heals us. And that's what actually turned around the biggest symptoms. And after, I start to remove gluten and dairy to completely heal my gut. So the answer is no, we can't eat gluten-free bread, what you can buy in a store. And the point is what I try to make it. When we talk about processed food, right, and that's what I don't have a processed food in my house, but that's what at least I find, like olives, right, and it's not just the olives here. This is like sodium alginate gum, calcium chloride, lactic acid, citrus acid, acetic acid. So there's a stuff I have no honestly what it is, and I don't think so it's belong to our body. For example, if we take a whole seed, flax seed, for example, and what's the ingredients here? It's a brown flax seed. That's it. When you take your gluten-free bread in a store and you just look at this, you most likely will find the ingredients what not belong to bread, not belong to our body. And that's what I try to make a point. Do not buy any gluten-free product. Again, the rule is take your bread, what you buy in a store, gluten-free bread, and you start to read. If anything unfamiliar to you, just put away. Also, the rule is if it will be like more than 5 ingredients, put away this too. Now, what I want to teach you actually how to do bread. You can do this actually at home, pretty good bread. And let's be started. So first, I'm going to use almond actually, nuts and eggs. Again, the question will be from you, but you don't tell us to eat nuts and eggs. And that's true. When you on complete whole elimination protocol, autoimmune protocol, you will be remove this food just to find if you're allergic or sensitive to this. Now, remember, this is one of the high dense food. For example, if you start to Google and with a question, what is the most nutrient dense food? You will, most of the time, you find it will be a little kind of various, depend of resources what you're going to read, but most of the time it will be kale, blueberry, liver, like organ meat, and eggs, particular egg yolk. Okay, the class today is I want to show you how to make a very simple, very quick gluten-free bread, and the one of the actually reason it is very, very delicious. So I got this recipe from one of this magazine, like a Healthy Living, Healthy Eating magazine, right? And the picture was very, very attractive, and I really like it, right? And when I tried this bread, it was okay, but it was like a little dry for me. So I started to experiment, and I started to add a little more stuff. So that's my version for this bread. Okay. So first we start with nuts, and it will be almonds, and we take a 2.5 cup of the walnuts and we put in food processor, okay? Remember, when you work with your nuts, you always pre-soak them, and you can dry this in an oven on low temperature or dehydrator. I did show you in one of my videos before. So this will be just a 2.5 cup of almonds. Okay, let's make a meal. So we did make a meal for about 2 minutes. Let's preheat our oven 360 Fahrenheit. So we take a loaf form and we add a little coconut oil. We grease this container. So I will take some parchment paper, so just in case if it's a stick. Okay. So we take a big bowl and we start with the eggs. 5 eggs. Coconut oil, 3 tablespoons. Now we take a honey, 2 tablespoons. 1 teaspoon baking soda. Half teaspoon of cinnamon and some salt. So let's stir it all together. About 2 cups zucchini. And I think if you will be trying to do this like now it's a summertime, but if you try to do this like in winter and maybe you will be add like pumpkin, I think it will be work as well. So I never try, but you know, you never know. It can be actually work pretty good too. So, and it will be about 2 cups. So let's stir this again. So now we want to put our almonds. Stir this again. So it looks like this. Now we put 1 cup walnuts and 1 cup raisins. And that will be all your ingredients. You just mix well and we put in prepare form. So we're going to put this again on temperature 360 Fahrenheit for 40 minutes. Okay, let's put this in the oven now. This is Lucy Piper, your array coach. Enjoy your bread.